Hello, I'm Katerina Kolyva. I'm the CEO of the Education and Training Foundation. We are at our Further Forward for Leaders conference today in London, having a very great variety and expertise of leaders across the further education and skills sector, from colleges, independent training providers, adult education and employers. It's really great to see so many colleagues with us today. We've been talking systems leadership and how we can influence policy and strategy at the individual level, and what are the requirements and attributes we need to have as individual leaders for our own authentic leadership, but also at our organizational level in leading our organizations, and at sector level, leading across the sector. We've come to the conclusion that it's all down to great collaboration, joining the dots, thinking across, and really working for the further education skills system with purpose alignment, focusing on the learners and the system we all serve.
How can we encourage more leaders to be thinking in a systems approach and to be working in a collaborative way together?
We have to always consider that competition is not the norm and collaboration is the norm going forward. We have to use both evidence, technical expertise and knowledge, but also emotion, understanding, listening, what are the needs of those learners we serve. And with that emotion, perhaps focus on both evidence-based and, if you like, insight and intelligence on the one hand, but also storytelling and empowering narrative on the other. And I think by bringing people with us in that way, we can be a lot more articulate about the system. There is also something about unpacking the system. Sometimes looking at the whole ecosystem of education and skills, it can be daunting. Unpacking and really understanding what is the role of us as an employer, for example, what is the role of us as a college leader, what is the role of us in an independent training provider, what is the role of us if we lead an apprenticeship, and then look around and say, who else is doing it? Who do I need to work with? Who do I need to bring along, train, support, mentor? Who will mentor me? I think it's that kind of collaborative approach that we want to see.
And how do we all work together, thinking in a systems leadership approach and a collaboration around a resilient and responsive system?
I think we have to stop, and I think we've already addressed this morning, we have to stop asking for funding as the default position. I think we have to really consider where the evidence takes us, what efficiencies we can make within the system already by working more collaboratively, what other ideas are there in terms of innovation that we can embrace, what best practice can we learn, what knowledge can we transfer from other sectors or indeed from other countries, and sometimes getting out of the day-to-day, moving into a safe space like the one we've created here today with everyone is the right solution. So talking to a colleague. So I think that model of peer pressure and peer support is a great theme of leadership practice.
And if you could dream and dream big, what would you want to see as an outcome in the next 2 to 5 years for the sector coming together?
I would like to see the further education and skills as a sector that every learner wants to be in and everybody wants to work in it. So I want to see a profiling of further education skills as a sector that not only drives social value and social mobility, but actually is an enthusiastically great place to work.